Welcome back to week 37 of the house renovation. In this video, as you can see from the title, we are doing a load of snagging. Snagging is basically where you either repair defects which have happened since the works have been done, or basically go over stuff that you've either missed or haven't done properly. So yeah, we're just going to be touching up this video, doing a lot of decorating because there's a lot of things that we haven't painted yet. And yeah, just overall snagging the whole renovation project so far, because we haven't done anything to room 2 yet, as you guys know, but I'm going to be doing kind of the snagging works to kind of like the landing, the downstairs, and just various rooms when I pick them up. So let's get right into this video. So the first thing we're going to be doing is this loft hatch, because every time I walk out onto this landing I see this loft hatch and it just annoys me so much that we haven't done it. So firstly I'm going to wipe it down, because as you can see there's loads of dust on there, there's still loads of plaster on there. So yeah, we're going to wipe it down, we're going to take it off, wipe the other side down as well because the other side's really dusty, and then we're going to install the architrave around the outside. So let's get into it. So both sides are clean now, much cleaner than they were before anyway. So I'm going to apply a primer first, just to build up the white on there, and then we can apply the Dulux quick dry satin wood that we've got for the rest of our architraves and skirting boards, what we've applied. So yeah, we'll get the primer on first just to beef the white out a bit, and then yeah, we'll get the satin wood on. So that's the first coat of the primer now, so I'm going to go on to the other side, and yeah, hopefully you can see on camera how much better that looks, but yeah, it looks a lot better even with just the primer coat on. So that's that side of the hatch done. While I've got the primer out, I'm going to be moving on to the door frame in the bathroom. So yeah, we'll get that done now. Much better, all the way around, nice and white. So the next thing we're going to do is do another coat of primer on here, just so we can get it white. And then I'm going to show you something that I actually picked up on TikTok, which is like a wood stain, but you kind of put it on and it somehow creates a grain of wood. It looks really cool. I haven't got it at the moment, so it won't be in this video, but it will be in a new video. But yeah, hopefully it will work as well as it did on TikTok, but yeah, that should be good. So it's a couple of hours later and the hatch is now dry on both sides. So that was just a primer. Now we're going to apply the Dulux satin wood onto it. So yeah, we'll go do that now. It should only need one coat, to be honest, because that primer has covered it quite well. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Now just while I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to satin wood this side, because obviously this is up in the loft and that primer looks fine, to be honest. I'm just going to do it on the underside. So yeah, I'm going to leave that side like that. To be fair, it looks fine like that. You probably can't even see it on camera, and then I'm going to do the satin wood on that side, just so it's the rest is the same as the architrave, etc. Because as I said, you'll never see this side. Now the next item we're going to do is the skirting board. As you can see, we still haven't done this section, so I've got one of the bits that we cut off from upstairs, so I'm just going to cut that to length, and then we can hopefully attach these two bits here. And next is this corner. I have already cut them, so let's stick them back. That should be enough. So stick it back. There we go. So yeah, there's two bits that have been bugging me for a while, all done. It's very messy, I know, but the next thing we're going to do is put this trim by the door. As you can see at the moment, we've just done it up until the floorboards there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this. We've got this base thing that we need to screw down, and then that, I believe, just pushes in. So yeah, it'll make a bit of a bull nose around there just to finish that off nicely. So yeah, cut it to length, push that down, and yeah, we might have to do something around this door, because as you can see on that second door it kind of comes out there, so we might need to do something there, and also we need to cut a section or a row of this back as well. Yes, that was 168, so I've marked it right there, so we'll cut that now. So that's all right, so that will screw down, and then we will cut out that section. So I'm going to mark all the way along this, then cut all of the floor section out. I'll show you anyway. Okay, so that's everything tidied up now. So what we're going to do is put this down like so and just see how it goes. So let's get the strip. Alright, so that's how it will look as it is, like that. It looks so much better than before. And then what we'll do is put some oak sealant down there just so it makes a nice flush gap. Now, I don't think I'll actually use that. What I think I'm going to do is just use sealant and just seal that down. I don't think I'm going to bother doing that, because that looks good as it is. And then if we shut this door, the plant in the way, it's weed discarding. It does move slightly, but what we can do is glue it like that so it stays in that position like so. Like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So it looks good anyway. So let's bring this up now. Now what I'm also going to do is put a small strip along the flat side just so it sits on top of the wood as well, the floor. Shouldn't come up too much. So let's put this down, hopefully we can stick it down okay. So there is a bit of spillage out the side, but that's okay. Alright, so that's finished off now. It looks much better than it was before anyway. So that's that job out of the way, and once it's done I'll then do the seal of oak sealant at the bottom there. So it's the next weekend now, and we are going to be finishing off the living room. Now if you're new to the channel, I'm going to put a picture or a slight video on screen of what the living room looked like before. What it looked like during. Now this is what it looks like at the moment, because we've moved all of the furniture out. We are going to put some plastic cover on here before, but yeah, this is what it looks like at the moment. So obviously we've got the dust sheets down currently. So our plan here, what we are hopefully going to be finishing off in this video, is we're going to be sanding this windowsill down. We're then going to be filling all of the anomalies in the wood, or the bumps in the wood. And then we're going to be priming it with a couple of coats of primer and then the final colour. And then we're also going to be finishing the painting along this wall and also do a second coat on these walls as well. And obviously, as you've seen in previous videos, we haven't finished the edging around there, so we're going to be finishing that as well. Similarly, around the sockets, we didn't do that. And then finally, we're going to be repainting the skirting boards because it's just primed at the moment. So we're going to be painting the skirting boards and then filling in all the gaps around the outside where the walls are going in and out. So that's what we're going to be doing in this. So yeah, let's get into it. So Rachel's now sanded, and well, I filled it all and then Rachel sanded it all this morning, as you saw. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go over and just make sure there's no high bits. It doesn't look like there is. And then what we're going to do is prime this with white primer. We'll do a couple coats of that. And then I don't know whether we're going to be doing the wood grain effect that I showed you before, or that I told you about before, or whether we're just going to paint it like a different colour. So yeah, we'll see. But first of all, let's get this primed. Okay then, so that is the windowsill now primed. As you can see, it's gone discoloured a bit just because of the varnish or something that they used on the wood. So we will need, as I said before, a second coat on this just to make it look nicer. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is going to paint around here and around here, because we haven't done the first coat around this wall yet of this colour. So yeah, I'll pour that and get it prepared now, and then hopefully by the time we've done that, that would be at least dry so we can apply a second coat, and then yeah, we can go around and do a second coat on the rest of these walls then. So that is the plan. Okay, so it's later on in the day now. Now we have done a second coat on there, around here. We've done a second coat on that wall, and before you could see there was like a patch around here, so that's totally gone now, which is really nice. We've done around the plug sockets as well, and yeah, so we've done up to there. And as you can see, you can't really see it on camera to be honest, but if we looked back a little bit more, you can see how much lighter that is than that one, that wall. And that's only had a single coat on it. So yeah, we're going to get onto that coat, that wall now. But I've also filled in around the skirting boards just with some caulk. So yeah, once that's dry, we can then paint over it and then get it all sanded and finished off. So hopefully we can finish it off today. So yeah, you'll see the rest of it now. So as you saw from the time lapses, we've now done the second coat on this wall. We've done basically second coats on everything. We've done all the edging around, and as you saw as well, we've done the first coat of the Cancun satin on the windowsill. We quite like it. We need to do another coat, but it just kind of looks a bit white. It looks like an off-white, so we might use that wood stain I was on about earlier. But now what I'm going to be doing is going to be painting the skirting boards now, just so we can get those finished off. So I've got the Dulux satin, that quick dry satin wood down there, which I'm going to use for all the skirting boards, which I use for the rest of the house. So yeah, I'm going to go around and do all of these now, and then on top I'm just going to do a line of caulk around the top, and then that should finish it off nicely. So yeah, let's get on with doing the satin wood finish on the skirting boards. So one of the final things we're going to be doing in this video is the architrave around here. You saw them paint at the start, so I'm going to do the architrave just to finish that off, and then yeah, I can show you what we've done in the living room as well. So you have to wait to the end of this video to find out. So yeah, let's get into measuring the architrave for the loft hatch. 78 to the inside. So I've just cut all the architrave around the loft hatch, so I'm just going to make sure it all fits properly. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Right then, as you can see, it's a lot better than it was before anyway. So yeah, once we get the corners filled, just where it 100% didn't line up, and get the insides, the bits of plaster off and cleaned and then painted up, that'll look really good. So yeah, I think that looks, wow, it looks a lot better than it was before, as you can tell. I'll put a picture on screen before. So yeah, it looks much better now. Okay, so that is the end of this video of doing snagging of a little bit of the house. Again, we didn't do all of it because there is so much to do, but you saw in the video how much we did actually get progress, and all those little bits really add up. So this is the update of the living room. We have now done the line across there, as you saw before. We haven't done the skirting board, so the only two things left in this room is the curved skirting board around there, and basically just sealing around the windows, and also doing the blinds because they're going to be at a different time. So as you can see, we did the window sill. It's called Cancun by B&Q or Good Home, whatever it's called, and yeah, it looks really nice. It's much better than the wood that you could see before. So yeah, that looks really nice. We tidied up the windows. We still need to do something with the marks along there, but that'll be one for when we do the blinds. We redid the coats on every single wall. So all room has 2 coats now, and it looks really good. And same with the skirting boards. Apart from the skirting board down there, we filled all the skirting boards and did another paint with them. So there's no gaps or anything along, you know, between the skirting boards and the wall where the walls go in and out around here, as you can see. No gaps anymore. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you guys next week because we're going to be doing the kitchen. Take care.